Okay, so now we're going to do some applications using our matrices to solve this. So we have Brian and Jaden have barbecue potato chips and soda at a football party. Brian ate 4 ounces of chip and drank 1 cup of soda for a total of 650 milligrams of sodium. Jade ate 1 ounce of chips, sorry, Jaden, 1 ounce of chips and drank 4 cups of soda for a total of 350 milligrams of soda. How much soda is in 1 ounce of chips and how much is in 1 cup of soda? Okay, so let's do this. Let's let C be the amount of sodium in 1 ounce of chips. And I guess we'll use S for the amount sodium, it should be of, in 1 cup of soda. And let me see if I can write that a little better so it's easier to read. Okay, so we have 4 ounces of chips, so that's going to be 4 times C. 1 cup of soda, S. So I'm going to draw a line through it so it doesn't look like a 5. And that's got to be equal to 650. And then Jaden had 1 ounce of chips, 4 cups of soda, and that was 350. So there's our system equations. In fact, I'm going to probably go ahead and switch the order of the equations when I write the matrix. So that way I have 1. So I have 1, 4, 350, 4, 1, 650. So I've already got 1 in the top left corner. So now I'm going to use that to make a 0 down here. So my new row 2 is going to be my old row 2 minus 4 times row 1. So when I write this down, my row 1 is staying the same. 1, 4, 350. But now I'm doing negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 plus 4 is 0. And then I'm going to do, let's do it this way. We'll do it right on the calculator. So clear that out. So here then my entry in row 2 is 1. I'm subtracting 4 times the entry in that first row, second column. So that's a negative 15. And now I want to take my 650, entry in row 2, third column, minus 4 times the entry in the first row, third column. It's negative 750. And again, if you need to, you can write this out on your scratch paper. And now I need to get 1 here. So I need to divide everything in row 2 by negative 15. So we'll bring it up here. So row 1 is still the same. But now row 2 is 0, 1, and we take that negative 715 divided by 15, that is 50. And now the last thing I need to do is get this to be a 0 where that 4 is at. So now I'm going to take row 1. My new row 1 is going to be my old row 1 minus 4 row 2. So now, when I write this down, I'm actually recopying row number 2. So 1 minus 0 is 1. 4 minus 4 is 0. And now we're going to take, and let's do it on the calculator here, we're going to take 350 minus 4 times 50. That's 150. Now we have the answer. Remember, this one was my C. That's the amount of sodium in 1 ounce of chips. So 1 ounce of chips has 150, these were milligrams of sodium. And then the second one, that's the soda. 1 cup of soda has 50 milligrams of sodium. And that would be your answer. Let's try number 36. Okay, now we guess we're doing dessert. I'm not sure how well the sodas are going to mix with the ice cream, but that's okay. Monique and Tara each make an ice cream sundae. Monique gets 2 scoops of cherry ice cream, 1 scoop of mint chocolate chunk ice cream, for a total of 67 grams of fat. Tara has 1 cup of cherry and 2 cups of mint chocolate chip for a total of 89 grams of fat. How many grams of fat does 1 scoop of each type of ice cream have? So again, I'm noticing here is a 1, so I'm going to make that my first equation. I've got, so we're going to let C be the amount of fat that the cherry ice cream has. And then I guess maybe M. I just like to kind of keep this in alphabetical order, but also give some meaning to the variables so that I can remember which one was which at the end. 1 scoop of mint chocolate chunk. So again, I'm going to start with this sentence here. 1 scoop of cherry plus 2 scoops of mint chocolate chunk is equal to 89. Now I'm going to write my other equation here. 2 scoops of cherry plus 1 scoop of mint chocolate chunk. That's going to be equal to 67. Okay, now we're off to the races. I'm going to go ahead and write my matrix. And I already have 1 in the upper left corner. So that's good. So now I'm going to make that 0. So then my row 2 is going to be my old row 2 minus 2 times row 1. So I'm going to keep row 1 the same. So here I'm going to do 2 minus 2 times 1, that's 0. And let's see, I meant to do that in a different color, but that's okay. Let me do this. There we go. So that first entry is going to be 0. Now let's do the math on the other ones. So let me bring it over here. Okay, so now I'm taking my entry in row number 2, which was a 1, minus 2 times the entry up here, 2. So that's a negative 3. And then I'm taking this 67 minus 2 times my 89. It's negative 111. Okay, so now I need to get a 1 there. That's my second steps. So I'm going to take each entry in row number 2 and divide it by negative 3. And we'll bring it up here. So that's 0, 1, negative 111 divided by a negative 3 is 37. And now finally, I need to get a 0 up here. So now I'm working with row number 1. My old row number 1 minus 2 row number 2. So now my row number 2 is staying the same. Well, 1 minus 0 is 1. 2 minus 2 times 1 is 0. So we just need to get the last part here. It's going to be 89 minus 2 times 37. That's 15. Okay, so remember this one was our cherry. The second one was the mint chocolate chunk. So 1 scoop of cherry has 15 grams of fat and 1 scoop of the mint chocolate chunk has 37 grams of fat.